Sweet treats without the bloody sugar spike. Welcome to our channel, you lovely people. Now, I know what you're thinking. Desserts? For diabetics? Is he having a laugh? Absolutely not. Today, we're diving headfirst, no messing about, into the world of low-sugar desserts that are absolutely perfect for anyone managing diabetes. Forget those bland, tasteless concoctions you've been fobbed off with in the past. We're talking about proper, delicious, satisfying sweet treats that won't send your blood sugar levels through the roof. It's about being smart, using the right ingredients, and understanding that you don't have to deprive yourself to stay healthy. Here at SM Rooted, we believe everyone deserves a bit of indulgence, and that includes those of you who need to be extra careful about sugar. So get ready, because I'm going to show you how to satisfy that sweet tooth without the guilt, without the worry, and most importantly, without compromising on flavor. We're not cutting corners on taste. Oh no, we're elevating it, transforming it, and making it work for. This isn't just about recipes, it's about a lifestyle change that embraces deliciousness. We'll be exploring fantastic alternatives, clever techniques, and some absolutely stunning recipes that will make you wonder why you ever bothered with those sugar-laden disasters in the first place. Think rich, think decadent, think utterly delightful, all while keeping things sensible and healthy. So sharpen your knives, or in this case your spatulas, and prepare to be amazed. Let's get cooking and let's make some bloody brilliant low-sugar desserts. The lowdown on low sugar, why it bloody matters. Right, let's get one thing straight from the get-go. Managing diabetes isn't just about popping pills or avoiding the obvious sugar bombs. It's a full-time commitment, and what you eat plays a massive role. Low-sugar desserts aren't just a trend, they help keep blood sugar levels stable and predictable. This is essential for your long-term health. Refined sugars cause blood glucose spikes and crashes. This leaves you tired, irritable, and craving more sugar. It's a vicious cycle. Low-sugar desserts break that cycle. They provide sweet satisfaction without the glucose spikes. It's not just about blood sugar. High blood sugar can lead to nerve damage, kidney problems, vision issues, and heart disease. Making smart choices like opting for low-sugar desserts is a proactive step to protect your health. It's about taking control, not letting the condition control you. Now let's move on to the sweet stuff, the right way. Natural sweeteners, ditch the rubbish, embrace the real deal. Right, let's talk sweeteners. For years, people have been reaching for artificial rubbish, thinking they're doing themselves a favor. Absolute nonsense. Many of those chemical concoctions can have a nasty aftertaste, and frankly, we don't always know the long-term effects. But nature, my friends, has provided us with some absolutely brilliant alternatives that can give you that sweetness you crave without sending your system into overdrive. We're talking about natural sweeteners, and it's time you got properly acquainted with them. First up, let's discuss stevia. This isn't some newfangled invention. It's derived from the leaves of the Stevia rebaudiana plant, a herb that's been used for centuries. The beauty of stevia is that it's incredibly sweet, hundreds of times sweeter than sugar, but it has a negligible effect on blood glucose levels. This makes it a fantastic option for diabetics. You only need a tiny amount, so a little goes a long, long way, but be warned, use too much and you can get a slightly bitter aftertaste. Precision is key, as always in good cooking. Then we have monk fruit sweetener, another brilliant natural option. This one comes from a small round fruit grown in Southeast Asia. Like stevia, its sweetness comes from natural compounds called mogrosides, which don't impact blood sugar. Monk fruit generally has a cleaner, more rounded sweet taste than stevia for many people, with less risk of that bitter note. It's available in liquid, granulated, and powdered forms, making it incredibly versatile for all sorts of dessert applications, from your morning tea to a decadent mousse. Next on our list is erythritol. Now, this is a sugar alcohol, but don't let the name fool you. It's not like the alcohol you drink. Erythritol occurs naturally in some fruits and fermented foods. It's about 70% as sweet as sugar, but it has virtually 0 calories, and crucially for diabetics, it doesn't typically cause a spike in blood sugar or insulin levels because most of it is absorbed into the bloodstream and then excreted unchanged. It also has a cooling sensation in the mouth, which can be quite pleasant in certain desserts. When using these natural sweeteners, it's not always a straight one-for-one swap with sugar, especially in baking. Sugar doesn't just provide sweetness, it also contributes to texture, moisture, and browning. So you might need to experiment a bit. For example, if you're replacing a lot of sugar in a cake recipe with stevia, you might lose some bulk. This is where combining sweeteners or adding ingredients like unsweetened applesauce or mashed banana can help, which we'll touch on later. It's about making smarter choices, not sacrifices. Chapter 3. All right, let's have a serious chat about portion control. Even the healthiest dessert can be trouble if you eat a bucket load of it. For diabetics, portion control is a non-negotiable rule. Get this wrong, and all your good work goes out the window. The concept is simple: moderation. Be mindful of how much you're consuming. A small portion can hit the spot perfectly. It's about enjoying the treat, not gorging on it. Divide recipes into equal portions before eating. Serve a single sensible portion on a nice plate. Savor it. To recap, portion control is king. Chapter 4. Right, enough talk, let's get our hands dirty. I'm going to show you how to make a low-sugar chocolate avocado mousse that is so rich, so creamy, so decadent, you'll be gobsmacked that it's actually good for you. And the best part, it's ridiculously easy. No complicated techniques, no fancy equipment needed. Just pure, unadulterated deliciousness that won't play havoc with your blood sugar. Are you ready? Let's do this. First things first, ingredients. Quality is paramount as always. You'll need 2 ripe avocados, and I mean ripe, soft to the touch but not mushy or brown. These are the secret to our incredible creaminess. Then you'll need about a 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, good quality stuff mind you, none of that cheap chalky rubbish. This is where your deep chocolate flavor comes from. Get the best you can afford, it makes a world of difference. Next up for sweetness, we're going to use a natural sweetener. About 2 to 3 tablespoons of powdered erythritol or a few drops of liquid stevia to taste. Start with less, you can always add more. Remember what I said about not overdoing it? We want balanced flavor. Then, a 1/4 cup of unsweetened almond milk or any unsweetened plant-based milk you prefer. Coconut milk works beautifully for extra richness. This helps everything blend smoothly. You'll also need 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, not imitation essence, please. The real deal adds a beautiful depth of flavor that complements the chocolate perfectly. And a tiny pinch of salt. Yes, salt in a dessert. It enhances the sweetness and brings out the chocolate flavor. Don't skip this. It's a tiny detail that makes a big impact. Trust me on this one, it's a game changer. Now, for the method, it couldn't be simpler. Halve your avocados, remove the stones, and scoop that beautiful green flesh into a food processor or a high-speed blender. Add the unsweetened cocoa powder, your chosen natural sweetener, starting with the lower amount, the unsweetened almond milk, the pure vanilla extract, and that crucial pinch of salt. Pop the lid on, make sure it's secure, unless you want a chocolate Jackson Pollock all over your kitchen. Chapter 5. Right, you've got a handle on natural sweeteners, you understand portion control, and you've even got a cracking new recipe under your belt. But what about all those beloved traditional dessert recipes? Your grandma's apple pie, your favorite birthday cake, those cookies you can't live without. Do you have to say goodbye to them forever? Absolutely not. It's time to get clever, to become a culinary detective, and learn how to modify those classics to reduce the sugar without losing all the joy. One of the simplest and most effective ways to reduce sugar in many baked goods is by using unsweetened applesauce. You can often replace up to half the sugar in a recipe with an equal amount of unsweetened applesauce. This not only cuts down on the refined sugar but also adds moisture, which can be a bonus, especially if you're also reducing fat. It works brilliantly in muffins, cakes, and even some cookies. Just make sure it's otherwise you're defeating the purpose, you donut. Another fantastic natural sweetener and binder is mashed ripe banana. The riper the banana, the sweeter it is. Like applesauce, mashed banana can replace some of the sugar and fat in recipes, adding its own lovely flavor and moisture. It's particularly good in banana bread, obviously, muffins, pancakes, and even some brownies. Just be mindful that it will impart a banana flavor, so choose recipes where that will be a welcome addition, not a weird surprise. Don't underestimate the power of spices. Cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, cardamom, ginger, vanilla extract. These can all enhance the perception of sweetness in a dessert, meaning you can get away with using less actual sugar or sweetener. When you reduce sugar, sometimes flavors can fall a bit flat. Boosting the spice profile can bring them right back to life, adding complexity and warmth. Be generous but balanced. Don't just chuck the whole spice rack in there. You can also leverage the natural sweetness of fruits. Instead of a sugar-laden fruit pie filling, try using naturally sweet fruits like berries, peaches, or baked apples with just a sprinkle of cinnamon and a touch of your preferred natural sweetener if needed. Roasting or baking fruits concentrates their natural sugars and brings out their flavor beautifully. Think roasted pears with a dollop of Greek yogurt instead of a sugary, syrup-drenched monstrosity. It's elegant, simple, and far healthier. Modifying recipes is a journey, not a destination. Well, there you have it, you absolute legends. We've journeyed through the world of low-sugar desserts, and hopefully you're feeling inspired and empowered to get into the kitchen and whip up some guilt-free deliciousness. Remember, managing diabetes doesn't mean depriving yourself of life's sweet pleasures. It just means being a bit smarter, a bit more creative, and a hell of a lot more informed about what you're putting into your body. From understanding why low-sugar options are so bloody important, to choosing the right natural sweeteners and mastering portion control, you've got the tools. Thanks for watching and for sticking with me. I genuinely hope you found this information useful and that the chocolate avocado mousse has already got your taste buds tingling with anticipation. It's all about making small, sustainable changes that add up to a big difference in your health and happiness. Don't be afraid to experiment with these ideas and adapt them to your own tastes and dietary needs. The kitchen is your laboratory, so go play. Now, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe button for more healthy recipes and no-nonsense advice from SM Rooted. We've got plenty more coming your way, and please do let us know in the comments below which of these low-sugar dessert ideas or tips you're most excited to try first. Or perhaps you have a favorite low-sugar recipe you'd like to share. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay healthy, eat well, and keep cooking.